What's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hi.
I'm Jennifer Horn. That's Brian Whitman.
Hi, we're trending today.
Actually, Brian, you were trending this week.
No, me personally?
Brian Whitman was trending. I don't know if it was you personally, but I happened to be watching. I was, on the weekends, I get caught up on my TV viewing because I don't have a lot of time during the week. And one of my programs of choice is Castle.
Oh, it's an ABC show.
It's an ABC show. Great show. My boyfriend Nathan Fillion stars in it. I don't know if you know that we're close.
I didn't know you guys were dating.
Neither does he.
Does he? Right.
But one day he will.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Paul. I'm your number one fan. A little misery, a little cat.
So you'll DVR. How many shows in total do you DVR during the week?
Oh gosh, a lot.
Okay.
You want to know what my lineup is?
I know Castle's one of them. You'll tell us why in a minute. You'll tell us about
Once Upon a Time. I like How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh.
I like Mob Wives.
Oh, Mob Wives. Great.
Let's see. Also, The Real World Skeletons.
Oh, that's a separate show?
That's a separate.
Oh, wow.
Real World Skeletons.
So my Twitter did start to blow up, and you were the first person to bring my attention. I guess I was on.
Yeah, so here I am sitting, just unassuming me, sitting on the couch, watching Castle, when all of a sudden, the very beginning, they do a little montage where they discover the body, and then they're talking about who the suspects might be, and all of a sudden they say something about murder, and then they say, who's our suspect? Brian Whitman. And I went, what? You should have seen my head. Like, it's fun. Oh, 180. What?
So the suspect now, okay, so you contacted me immediately.
Immediately. Actually, I rewound my DVR, and then I'm like, I gotta tape this. So then I taped it with my phone, and then I sent it to you.
And I wonder to myself, Jennifer, too, because my name, Brian Whitman, it's not like Bill Smith.
Right. It's common, but it's not common.
Right. So I check it out, and turns out my character was innocent. I did not commit the murder you thought I had committed.
I'd be scared sitting in the room with you if I thought you were a murderer.
Who could blame you?
I know.
By the way, you might be scared even without.
Sometimes a little.
Okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking, because, why not inflate my ego a little bit more?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, do the producers listen to the radio? Do they know us?
Do they listen to what's trending?
Right. Is this sort of a shout out to me, or is it really just in a writer's meeting they were thinking of names and my name, Brian Whitman, randomly came to them?
I think they had to know somebody. I'm sure. Because you hear about this all the time where writers give little shout outs. They give props to people that they like, whether it be authors or radio personalities.
If you were watching your favorite show, Castle, or any other show, Once Upon a Time or whatever they are, and one of the characters was named Jennifer Horn, wouldn't you think about, I wonder if they know who I am?
Absolutely.
Does it make me a total narcissist to think that?
No. Although I would automatically assume, because on Twitter there is an issue. There are two Jennifer Horns floating around. One is me. I'm at Jennifer Horn at Twitter.
Okay, I'm at Brian Whitman.
And then there's at NH Jennifer Horn. And she's the head of the Republican Party in New Hampshire. And she has 5 kids, and no joke, I will get hate tweets probably at least once or twice a month.
Oh, that's sort of actually a bad situation.
Yeah, people that don't like her. And
take it out on you?
They do, and I'm like, look, I'm Jennifer Horn. I don't have the 5 kids. I'm not running any political party. Although I would someday, maybe.
I found out in all of this Brian Whitman nonsense on the Castle show, there's a musician named Brian Whitman, and there's a guy who used to work at the Pentagon for former President Bush named Brian Whitman.
No kidding.
So,
well, there you go.
I'm not the only one.
I bet it was you.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on, it had to be you.
I'm not the only Brian Whitman.
All right, coming up this hour, the President's State of the Union, Tom Brady's Inflategate.
The Oscar nominations.
The Oscar nominations. We have them all. It is What's Trending Today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Staples. Hey, listen, I have my own business. Can you help me get my name out there?
I'm on it.
You can print my name on anything?
On it. Your name on business cards, on pens, brochures, banners, t-shirts, signs.
Go on.
On hats, mugs, magnets, calendars, keychains, tote bags.
On tote bags?
Totes.
Can I do it on budget?
On it.
I'm sold. Hey, are you ever not on?
Only on my days off.
Make on budget happen, make getting noticed happen. Staples, make more happen. Get 20% off any copy and print order of $50 or more.
Offer valid in-store and online ends 1/31/15. Excludes self-serve copying and faxing, computer rentals, and outsourced print services. Discount applied before taxes. May not be combined with any other offer.
Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost you thousands. The Quicken Loans PMI Advantage is our lender-paid mortgage insurance program. You see, we pay the PMI so you don't have to. PMI Advantage can give you more options, more flexibility, and may save you thousands when you refinance. To learn more, call us at 800-QUICKEN. That's 800-QUICKEN, or visit us at QuickenLoans.com.
Important terms and conditions apply. Calls for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up.
It is What's Trending Today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Jennifer Horn and Brian Whitman with you. And Brian, the point of this show is we take the stories of the day, the stories of the week actually, that have been trending on social media, Facebook, Twitter, in the news, and then we get you caught up so that you're like prepped and ready to go.
Well, that's right. If you're on Twitter and you're tweeting, or you're just observing and reading tweets, or maybe your kids or your grandkids are on Twitter or that Facebook or LinkedIn.
That Facebook that those young kids
all
love
these kids
so
today
much.
on that Facebook. If you don't know what's happening, we mirror what is trending, and that's why sometimes people ask me about this show. It's the easiest show to put together because you guys and everybody hearing our show, you dictate the topics.
Yeah, we don't have to dig around.
Right.
Like, the stories are just there. They're like low-hanging fruit. We just want.
Pick them off one at a time.
Speaking of low-hanging fruit, the president.
Okay. All right.
He delivered his State of the Union address.
On Tuesday night. And I'm sure we probably have different reviews of what he did. I, of course, probably didn't like it so much, and I'm guessing you did. Did you like the speech? Yeah, actually, it was an hour on the nose. I thought it was shorter.
It felt longer.
See, I thought it was shorter. I wanted more.
It was like cat years for me. It was like 7 years.
Well, the president's in he's not in an odd situation. He's in an understandable situation. He's got a couple of years left. He is a lame duck. And it's sort of like, as the president said yesterday, it's the fourth quarter. What can I do with a few minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter?
It seemed to me what he did was less about what he could get done, because although he presented a lot of ideas, he's now, like you said, he's a lame duck. He's sitting in front of a Republican Congress for the first time ever. His raising taxes on the rich is probably not going to go through.
Not very popular.
Not very popular. So, he addressed all these programs. To me, what it seemed he was doing is laying a plan more for what's going to come in 2016 for the upcoming presidential election. And I'm curious because I know you, Brian. You are a fan of Hillary Clinton. You have her calendar on the wall.
I do. 12 months of Hillary.
I know. I know on the back of your car you've got a bumper sticker that says, "I'm ready for Hillary."
Ready for Hillary.
Yeah, you got that.
Right.
I know. I've seen it all.
I'm ready.
Do you think that he did her any disservice? Because it seemed to me what he was saying is more fitting of someone like a candidate like Elizabeth Warren, who he is a big fan of.
Yeah.
Who's much farther to the left than Hillary Clinton. Do you think he did her a disservice, or do you think this is the right path for the Democrats to follow?
To answer your question about the President's State of the Union and how it might impact, the tentacles might impact Hillary Clinton, I don't think that Barack Obama likes Hillary Clinton. I think, in fact, they dislike each other.
I don't think they like each other.
I don't think anything he does is done with her in mind. I don't think he does anything thinking about how it's going to impact her, and I don't think she does anything considering him. Now, here's what they want. She more than him. She needs his stamp of approval.
Absolutely.
Whether it's her, Joe Biden, the aforementioned Elizabeth Warren, the senator, they are all racing for his endorsement, which they'll want out loud in 2016. I don't think he'll give an endorsement out loud in potential Democratic primaries. I think he'll stay out of it.
Right. I think that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah, if you were him, wouldn't you do that?
I probably would, because you want to leave your options open.
You want to leave your options, and that is sort of the game plan. I mean, that is sort of the game plan. But you're right. His programs are, and you see this, I think, sometimes in the second term, in the final years, you'll see the true colors. You'll really see what is, if this person's to the left, well, they're really to the left at the end.
His real true vision.
Well,
absolutely.
That's
All right. Well, what was trending this week aside from State of the Union, but still in that same vein, is that for the first time, President Obama actually decided to give a post-State of the Union interview to some YouTube stars. Did you hear about this?
I did.
All right. So he went after Bethany Mota. He went after Hank Green, and then here's the weird one, Glozell Green. Are you familiar with Glozell?
Yeah, she is on YouTube taking a bath in a
Cheerios.
bathtub. I thought it was Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, that's right.
Fruit Loops?
I knew it was some sort of round cereal.
I thought it was Fruit Loops.
Little Cuban tires in there.
That's right.
Yeah, and then she proceeded to eat them, by the way, because once you take a bath in Fruit Loops, you don't want to let them go to waste. You know,
so it's not exactly the Dan Rather, Tom Brokaw journalism that we've come to.
Put it mildly.
Right. It's a chick bathing in Fruit Loops,
right.
if I may be so bold.
I think became famous because I hadn't heard of Bethany, although I know she's a fashion blogger, and I hadn't heard of Hank Green, who I think is a little more serious than the two of them.
Okay.
But I had heard of Glozell, and I think she became famous because she participated in the Cinnamon Challenge.
Oh yeah, I saw her doing that on YouTube as well.
And she had a very animated reaction.
Well, I think everybody does. That's where you swallow cinnamon and then
you almost die.
Yeah, actually, really, and
you
seriously,
asphyxiate yourself.
Don't do it. It kills people.
It does.
It kills people.
Plus, it's not fun.
No.
I mean, if I'm going to ingest something, I want it to be something that's delicious, not a spoonful of cinnamon.
And I would think that cinnamon is coagulate the term. It can sort of just be a lump of cinnamon.
It's dusty.
It's dusty. It's like the floor of a hardware store.
It's like a wrestling match when Mr. Fuji would throw the powder in his opponent's face. Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
When he was managing.
I do remember that. You and I have the wrestling gene.
We do. You powder him in the face.
That's
all right.
right.
Well, apparently these questions that they asked were across the board, some serious, some not so serious. One of them was about racial profiling. Some were about the lack of jobs. Some included the sillier questions, asked him what kind of superhero power he would like to have. And the president answered he'd like to fly, which I would like him to fly because then it would save us taxpayers a lot of money when he's out jetting around on his vacations with Air Force One.
I love how if you don't like Obama, if you're Republican conservative, suddenly the cost of the president's travel is an issue. But if you like the president, you never make a peep about the cost of his security and his travel. Just worth noting to me.
Just saying this president has done a lot for us to take note of. That's all.
It's expensive.
All right. So one of the questions Glozell asked is actually, and it wasn't even a question, he offered to give his first wife some lipstick, and President Obama, not missing a beat, because he is kind of a funny, snarky guy, said, I love green lipstick, but do you know something I don't? Because she mentioned the first wife instead of the first lady.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which is actually kind of funny. Let's see. Party hats are a must, she said, when asked from him some tips about his daughter's birthdays.
Oh, okay.
So, she did that. And then she said if you had a superpower, another superpower. Okay, so he said he liked to fly, and then she said if you could have another one, what would it be? And he said, I'd love to be able to speak any language.
Oh, interesting.
How about real?
How about the truth?
How about the truth?
It's interesting to me. Interesting. The president, after the State of the Union, he clearly chose here to avoid an interview without any air quotes serious journalists.
Right.
And then of course the Republican response from Joni Ernst on the GOP side, that did not exactly get rave reviews either.
I think the Republicans do themselves a great disservice. If you didn't get a chance to watch Joni Ernst, her response was 9 minutes, I think, and she was standing in front of just a backdrop. She had standing in an office environment and just standing in front of the camera, looking straight into it. And she resembled, and I like Joni Ernst. She resembled a flight attendant giving safety instructions before you take off.
That's right.
And I think and I'm not even going to criticize the Republicans on this. I think in the future, we have advanced to become very media savvy in this society. And I think when people do rebuttals to whomever is in office giving a speech, we need to kind of amp it up a little bit. Maybe let them sit in front of a college campus. Maybe let them sit in front of some kids. Maybe let them have something going on where they're not just standing right in front of you. She was reading clearly off of a teleprompter. You need someone with an off-the-cuff delivery that makes you feel like they're on the same page as you.
Well, what's interesting, Jen, to me is that and I agree with you. In a world where our politics is, for lack of a better term, so well produced, look at this president. He's so well produced.
So you can't compete when you're just standing in a little library environment.
That's right. So why would you want to, from a production standpoint, be vulnerable to the other side? Because you're right. And we don't notice it until we don't see it. With Joni Ernst, we recognized how poorly produced her presentation was, and we noticed it.
It was boring.
Right.
And you want to make it exciting so people actually take in the information that you have. All right, when we return, Inflategate. Bum, 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 bum. That's what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
In 2002, a National Sleep Foundation poll found that 63% of women had trouble sleeping. Hi, how in the world are you anyway? I'm Andy Willoughby. In my opinion, a major reason for insomnia is the Blue Card. It's a shopping and loyalty card, and it's free. That's right, free. No charge, nada. With the Blue Card, you can receive up to 5% cash back on purchases. Most cards only offer 2% at most. No wonder girls can't sleep. With the Blue Card, you can also get shopping points that you could use for online purchases. So it's cash back and shopping points. Am I keeping you awake? If you refer the Blue Card to someone else, you could even earn money on their purchases. No, I'm serious. It's true. But it gets better. If you share the Blue Card with a merchant, you could earn on the purchases of everyone who uses the Blue Card at their store. There is no way you're going to get any sleep until you get your own free Blue Card. So call 800-316-7362 and order your free Blue Card so you can rest easy again. Call 800-316-7362.
Have you ever considered adding a home security system but thought it would be too expensive? Here's the good news. There's never been a more affordable time to help protect your home, valuables, and your loved ones. You can now get a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, with the installation of a new ADT monitored system. Here's even better news. Your new system, worth $850, is free. You pay just a $99 installation charge and purchase monthly monitoring for less than $2 a day. Call Protect Your Home today at 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. Get the peace of mind that comes with owning an ADT monitored system, plus a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home. Call now, 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. 36-month monitoring contract required. General terms and conditions apply. Visit protectyourhome.com/terms.
Your parents spent their whole lives looking out for you, but now the roles have reversed. More than 30 million Americans care for an aging parent. But if you're one of them, it's easy to feel like you're in it alone. Navigating programs like Medicare can be confusing. But CaregiverAction.org and MedicareMadeClear.com/caregiver can connect you to resources that can help you help your loved one. Make caring for your loved one a bit easier and learn more about Medicare today.
Hey, this is Bodie Stroud, host of In the Garage on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Join us every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk with all my friends from the automotive and custom car business about all the latest things going on in the industry today. That's In the Garage with me, Bodie Stroud, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up.
It's what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Jennifer Horn. That is Brian Whitman. And Brian.
Yes, my dear.
You and I have not, been together in the same room since, the holidays.
I know. It's been too long.
So I got you a nice little present. And because we don't have a program director on the show, I thought, why not open it? We could talk about Tom Brady, but instead let's open some Christmas gifts.
By the way, this is sort of, and by the way, thank you, I love you. This is sort of when Christmas kind of comes to an end and you take the Christmas tree down.
Depressing.
Right. And then on the carpet or the floor, you might, a couple of weeks after, you might spot a single strand of tinsel or garland.
You're like,
and it makes you emotional, right?
It does.
This is red and green, and the wrapper says Merry Christmas on it.
In a very glittery, like a little ornament. Go ahead.
Shall I open it? Do we have enough time to do this?
Of course.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right,
do you like the reindeer paper there?
I do. By the way, your wrapping, I must say, but you're a girly girl, and you do all the details so well.
Thanks.
People should know that about you.
Thank you.
A party at Jennifer's house is perfect. It's sort of like Martha Stewart.
Except cuter and cooler.
And
less jail time.
Less jail
so
time.
Far.
But you know what? When I wrap, imagine a 3-year-old blindfolded wrap something.
Men don't have the wrap gene. Okay, so while you're opening, men can do one thing. They can remember lines from movies.
They can, actually.
Oh my gosh. I can't remember. I mean, I was talking about Joe Dirt last night. I don't even remember what the movie was about. Don't even know. I just know there was a mullet. But women can wrap gifts. You guys can't do it. I've seen men trying to wrap a gift, and it never happens.
Oh, are you kidding me with this? This is my favorite restaurant. It is a gift card. Oh, you're too generous. To Buca di Beppo Italian Restaurant.
And that it was a Groupon, $10. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, I'm bringing you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you and I always have a great time.
That was what I was hoping for.
I would say that look at this, Buca di Beppo. Oh, you're so nice, by the way.
And I actually ordered the real Christmas card. Do you see that?
It does. It says, "'Tis the season, Buca di Beppo," which, by the way, they have a bunch of locations. If you've ever been to Hollywood, to Universal Studios, City Walk, they've got one there out in the San Fernando Valley. And I love the lemon chicken and the baked ziti.
That you and I have dined there before. We had the baked ziti. Oh. And these are entrees to share with like a family or
home style, they call it,
just
right?
Brian and I.
That's right. Well, the truth is, if you go to Buca di Beppo, you can order. Two people go, you can order two things.
Yeah.
And they give you enough for a small army.
Absolutely. You're taking some home for sure.
By the way, this is so sweet of you. And there's two gifts.
There's two gifts. Because I like to stack them up.
I know you do. You're so sweet.
And you are such a radio professional. You're opening it right in the mic so everybody can hear you opening it. You got it. Exactly. Just know what is going on.
How thoughtful you are. I see half of the gift right now.
That's just a cute little, this is just a little extra.
Oh my gosh, you are it is a picture of me, which by the way is sort of my favorite kind of picture.
By yourself.
And
with
it's framed with me at the microphone holding a pencil.
Here, what's trending
right
today?
Here at What's Trending, looking up in the air, sort of pondering the future.
It's my favorite picture of you. I printed one for myself too because I think it is the most cute picture ever.
You are so cute. If I put this on the camera, can people see this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we have it What's Trending, not just, you can't just hear us. You can see us
as well. You can. All you have to do is go to crntalk.com, click on the Tiki Live Studio Cam button, and you can watch us do our programs live.
By the way, I hate to be so self-centered, but this is a beautiful picture of me.
It is a beautiful picture of you. And then I also included some others that I had that were not quite as beautiful, but also very, I thought you could interchange them if you wanted.
Oh, this is you. Is this us this is us at Pans?
Yes, there you go.
In Los Angeles. Where we did a live radio show, and there we are. And there's a picture of me in a hat brought to us by one of our listeners. And it says,
it's the Witty Bee hat.
Witty Bee hat, and that's sort of fun.
And you're wearing the same shirt. How cute are you?
Yeah, isn't that interesting? But on the picture that is framed, I'm wearing a nice blue, which my dear mother always said brought out my eyes.
Brings out those baby blues.
Oh, come on. Now here's Courtney from CRN and yours truly at your ornament exchange last year.
Absolutely, when you picked up the sock monkey reindeer. Very good. That was a steal.
And here's a still shot of me, an intimate shot with the sock monkey here, right up on your sofa. Isn't that a beautiful picture?
I figured that you could. Oh, and you're wearing that shirt again.
Look at that. It appears I've got two things to wear.
You have two shirts.
Look at this. Oh, you're so sweet.
All right, so Merry Christmas.
Oh, I love you. Merry Christmas.
Wow, we killed that segment.
And Valentine's Day is here soon enough, too.
Yes. You know what I'm going to get you?
Yeah.
The Whitman Sampler.
A Whitman Sampler. By the way, I don't know if you knew that you're my Valentine, but you are.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you know where we're going? Buca di Beppo. On you.
You're a big spender, my friend. A big spender.
Thank you for this, by the way.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're really going to get back to business now. Let's see, coming up, we're going to talk about Tom Brady. He had a big response to Deflategate.
Yeah, and I got to talk about these Oscar nominations.
Oscar nominations we will talk about, and a subject close to Brian Whitman's heart. The Oreo.
Oh, I love the Oreo.
It's turning colors.
I love the Oreo.
We'll tell you what color it is turning.
Oh, I didn't.
Is that a dramatic tease?
Yeah, that's one heck of a tease.
I think so too. All right, it is What's Trending Today. Jennifer Horn, Brian Whitman on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flare, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Times are different than they were when Geico started saving people money over 75 years ago. Everybody takes photos of their food nowadays. You can bet none of us kids would snap pictures of Mom's tuna casserole surprise. To this day, we don't know what the surprise was, nor do we want to. We didn't always have tasty food, but we always had great car insurance with Geico.
Geico, saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years.
The Doug Stephan Good Day program, early morning radio, and I guess it is radio, although it's radio on TV because this is CRN Digital Talk. You can find out what's going on in the world. We talk about the issues of the day, the events of the day, the people that people are talking about. We have an interesting way of looking at the news and having a little fun with the issues. So if you want to have some fun, learn a few things, and get up on the right side of the world, Doug Stephan's Good Day program, weekday mornings, 2 to 7 a.m. on CRN Digital Talk.
It's what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Jennifer Horn. My handsome co-host over there, Brian Whitman.
Oh, how are you, my dear?
Speaking of handsome.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. How you doing? I mean, wow. He's hot. I hate him, but he's hot.
Now, you hate him because you don't like the New England Patriots, or he's too perfect, and he has to marry a supermodel, too. I mean, you have to go to the Super Bowl half a dozen times and marry a supermodel.
Yeah, how boring is that? Really, Giselle, so boring, snooze fest.
Think of something original, Tom. Come on.
No, I actually hate him because he was with Bridget Monahan, who was in Blue Bloods.
Right.
And got her pregnant and then left her.
Yeah, I remember.
Now, I understand when Giselle comes along, I mean, one must jump, I suppose.
I guess.
You know, I just, so
but
I thought like for that.
Yeah.
And then the Patriots are always really good. So then I always like to go for the underdog. So I'm never a Patriots girl.
So you're a Seahawks girl this year?
No, I hate them. They're street thugs.
But this year?
I'm actually boycotting the entire Super Bowl.
You have to watch for the commercials.
You know, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm actually thinking I might clean out my closet on Saturday. I'm telling you, I'm so disheartened by this outcome. First of all, Green Bay, now this is a sports program, but Green Bay should have won that game against Seattle. They are disgraces for not winning that game.
As we used to say on Staten Island, disgrazia.
That's what we'd say.
That's what we say.
I said other things that started with F when I was at my... Okay.
I don't understand how Green Bay gave that game away, which, by the way,
2 minutes.
It begged the question. You know, I have entertained the theory in the past, Jen, that NFL games, NBA, certainly I feel the NBA more, that maybe it is the fix is in.
Okay.
The drama is too high for it to be organic and real.
You are so onto something. And for someone who, you are not a huge football fan, are you?
No, I'm not.
But you are so right. You know, we have a show here, Fred Dreyer, who is a former Ram, who does believe that sometimes the fix is in with the NFL, that they definitely manipulate outcomes of games by creating high scoring opportunities. Now they take away rules to make the games really high scoring, hard hitting. They've done this over the years. He felt that the game Dallas played, and I think Dallas was playing Green Bay, just in the playoffs here when Dallas got a touchdown taken away from them.
Yeah, it was called back.
He felt that was a fix.
But you know what? Here's my thing. And Fred Dreyer from CRN, of course, is wonderful. He's, by the way, a tremendous athlete and a great personality. Everybody should listen to his program and watch him here at CRN. To me, I entertain the notion, okay, professional sports, it's fixed. But then, Jen, I think about how many people they would actually have to get to
keep quiet.
Yeah, how many people are going to keep a secret in real life?
Right. And, okay, so let's talk about this scandal over the weekend. So the Patriots were playing the Colts. They clearly outplayed the Colts. I mean, regardless of how full those footballs were, they outplayed them. It probably doesn't matter and has no impact on the game.
The Patriots deserve to win.
They probably did. Now, the Ravens, this is where it gets real twisty. You boys are such soap opera people. The Ravens, who don't like the Patriots at all, say, hey, maybe you want to check the air pressure in those Patriots balls. And sure enough, they were low. Now what happens is when it's cold, they sometimes like to deflate the ball so it's easier to hold onto with your fingers when it's a cold day outside.
Now imagine a football deflated with less air in the football than should be there. It would be, you could obviously grip it better. If you're Tom Brady, the quarterback, obviously you can grip that football more firmly and probably with better agility if it's less than full. Because imagine a football that's full of air, how it might sort of bounce off you.
Right, absolutely. And so the allegation is that, actually not even an allegation anymore, it was proven that 11 of the 12 balls used in the game were underinflated. And Tom Brady came out this week and said, I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know. I just picked them and nobody else touched them. And, that's it. He didn't know anything about it. Now, he also, what I thought was kind of funny, brings up ISIS in his press conference. Did you hear that? He's like, I did. Look, this isn't very serious. It's not ISIS. Nobody's dying over here.
Yeah, and I think he actually, some folks have criticized him for that. I sort of defend that. He sort of tried to put it in context. He's saying to people, look, this is a dumb football game. Nobody's dying here. It's not serious like ISIS. That was the reference point that he selected. You know what surprised me about all of this, which I learned, and listening to Tom Brady's press conference this week, certainly trending? Why is it that the team, the equipment managers of the team, select the footballs that are used? Why don't if you watch baseball, I love baseball, the pitcher, every ball the pitcher gets comes from the umpire.
Umpire's pocket.
The home plate umpire reaches into that little bag, pulls out a baseball, throws it to the pitcher, and that's the ball that's used in play.
Same question I had. I had no idea until all this happened that the teams actually get to select their balls. That's so weird. You would think the NFL, to control it, would say, okay, here are the game balls, is what you're going to play with.
Right. But this is the equipment here.
I kind of think, and maybe I have my tinfoil football hat on right now.
Yeah.
I kind of think that the NFL underinflated the balls themselves. I think they like the scandal because Tom Brady admitted during his press conference that the NFL had not contacted him about the scandal. If you have something like this going on and you're the league, you would most definitely contact the team or you would contact the people involved. They had not done that yet.
The NFL has had so many.
They did it to get the attention?
You know what? But why not let Tom Brady know? I mean, to what end? Everybody's playing with the same football, right? Whoever the quarterback is for the Colts, I don't know his name. Forgive me. I'm sure he's
Andrew Luck.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
look at me.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
My hot factor just went up 1 point.
How did he's playing with the same football, right?
He's playing with his teams. He selected his own footballs.
In basketball, does Kobe Bryant pick the basketball?
Andrew Luck did come out and say he didn't notice a problem. So he said, because they did touch the ball, like that. Yeah. The Colts did touch the ball.
Right, you feel it. It's in your hands.
It's very minor. I mean, I think it was their balls were inflated to like 11.5 pounds, and the league standard is 12.5.
12.5, right.
So, what are you going to do? I do just, if anybody was going to cheat, Tom Brady has cheated in his personal life, so I could see that he would.
And by the way, Bill Belichick
is a big cheater.
He's got a shady past.
Total shade. So, it's the cheaters versus street thugs. I don't know. Who are you going for?
And I guess the penalty now is, the penalty they're considering is draft selections. Because you can't take back the game. As you pointed out, the Patriots won that game.
They did. Although I think it would be cool if they made them replay it.
Right. Before the Super Bowl. How about the day before
like today,
the Super Bowl?
I'd like to see hey, everybody, let's hit the field. Let's do it. But no, it's going to be what? Money, $250,000, maybe a draft pick.
What do they
Great
care?
lesson to teach your children.
Yeah.
If you can cheat as long as you can afford to pay the fine.
If you can buy your way out of if you can buy your way out of it, you can cheat.
Hey, this is some sad news. You don't fly very often, I don't think.
I try not to. I'm afraid now to fly.
You'll know this reference. When you sit down and you look through your seat pocket and you pull away that disgusting barf bag that's always in there.
Yeah, right.
There's that catalog, the Sky Mall.
Sky Mall, I love it.
Sometimes the pages are a little sticky,
There's a whole bunch of cool things in Sky Mall.
They're going bankrupt.
Oh, no.
Trending this week. They're filing for bankruptcy. Where am I going to get a water fountain for my cat now? Seriously.
They do have sort of odd things in there, but you look at it and you go, oh, wow, great idea. Why didn't I think of that?
You do. I know. And 4 people have bought it, but you're like, that could have been my invention.
Sky Mall, really? You think that they would do enough business? They're going out of business.
Who really buys though?
Unless
you're hammered on an airplane and you've been drinking some of those little bottles,
right?
And you're like, let's try to use this earphone, and you pick up the earphone and then you start ordering stuff from Sky Mall. Maybe.
How was your flight? Well, I binged on Sky Mall.
That's what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost you thousands. But with the PMI Advantage from Quicken Loans, you may never have to pay those expensive monthly mortgage insurance premiums again. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I'm excited to tell you that the Quicken Loans PMI Advantage is our lender-paid mortgage insurance program. You see, we pay the PMI so you don't have to. Make the smart call and talk to one of our home loan experts today at 800-QUICKEN. You'll learn how the Quicken Loans PMI Advantage can give you more options, more flexibility, and may save you thousands when you refinance. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And this year, for the first time, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. To learn more, call us at 800-QUICKEN. That's 800-QUICKEN, or visit us at QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Important terms and conditions apply. Calls for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Times are different than they were when Geico started saving people money over 75 years ago. Everybody takes photos of their food nowadays. You can bet none of us kids would snap pictures of Mom's tuna casserole surprise. To this day, we don't know what the surprise was, nor do we want to. We didn't always have tasty food, but we always had great car insurance with Geico.
Geico, saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years.
Lose the winter blues and warm up with hot flooring deals from Lumber Liquidators. Thinking about hardwood? Consider bamboo. We've got the #1 brand and we'll help you get it for less. Like Strand Bamboo. It's twice as hard as oak and for a limited time it's only $1.99. Why pay as much as $4.99 for bamboo at other stores? We've got deals on over 70 styles from an incredible $179. Plus pre-finished hardwood, laminate, and more for less than half what you'll pay somewhere else. And 18-month special financing. Now is the time to warm up your home with new floors. So visit LumberLiquidators.com to find a store near you.
It's what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I am Jennifer Horn, and that is the much desired Brian Whitman. Brian's like, you could just watch him. He's like wheeling and dealing. Always. He's like ready to go.
Well, we have some special guests at CRN today. Some wonderful people who are here just kind of hanging around. And by the way, big radio industry thing going on today.
Yes, and we actually should. Is Mancow here? Can Mancow come in?
I wish he'd come in there. By the way,
Matt, good. Get the heck in here, Mancow.
Here's the count. By the way, seriously, I want to do this as an introduction. You really can't say out loud very often that there is a legendary figure with us.
I know.
But incendiary and legendary. Infamous.
Radio broadcaster extraordinaire, Hall of Fame broadcaster, and I think the view of most folks.
No, I was inducted in 2010.
Oh, see that?
See, we are in the presence of greatness.
Very nice. Don Imus inducted me, and it was a wonderful night.
Did he stay awake?
There was a comic book when I was a kid called Reed Fleming, the World's Toughest Milkman, and a character in there. Every issue of the comic book was a guy in a coma. And
how uplifting.
And then as the series went on, you saw him just turn into a skeleton. And that's Don Imus. Is he dead?
I feel like they've just every day they get the ball guy for the Patriots to come out and kind of blow him up a little, and he's ready.
Well, I hope they inflate the balls properly.
Right. Well, Imus said, I do the show with one lung.
Don't you feel like he may like he's been dead for years? Anyway.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
The I-Man. Do we call him the I-Man?
We do.
The I-Man. I mean,
what I call him, I can't say here.
Thank you for that.
Now, when you were in the company of Imus, when he inducted you into the Hall of Fame,
yes.
I'm sure, by the way, he had very glowing things to say about you, obviously.
Oh, I don't know. It was, it's all about him, and if it's not about him, it's about him. There's lots of streets in New York, I don't know if you know about this, named after him one way. He's a one-way S.O.B. Whatever.
See, now, but this is not Hall of Fame chatter. Isn't the inductee supposed to say glowing things about the inductor?
And I've inducted several people into the Hall of Fame, and my wife is younger, and nobody ever knows who I inducted. I inducted, and nobody here will know who this is.
All right, let's hear it.
Jimmy Durante.
I know Jimmy Durante with the nose.
Only the schnoz, but only because of what? Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, the Christmas.
And Lucy.
Frosty the Snowman.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's a good Jimmy Durante, but that's
pretty good.
That's what comes to mind.
So what is the crux of the show? What are we trying to do today?
So
we're moving forward. We're at point A. What's point B?
All right, so what we do is we take the
Dear
stuff that's
God, look at that
trending.
tumbler of coffee. That's
I know,
perfect.
isn't it gigantic? Really? I'm surprised you're actually able to sit down.
That's got to be the equivalent of several lines of cocaine. I mean, that
seriously.
is.
In fact, there might be
that's
some mixed
legal
in.
cocaine. Yes.
Here's the deal, Mancow. Tell me what
Yes,
you think
Brian
of this program idea, which is what Jennifer and I do.
Yes.
It's called What's Trending Today.
Yes.
And we take from the news items that are trending. For example, trending today, Deflategate, Tom Brady and the footballs.
Right.
So we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
This week, the Oscar nominations trending.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that.
I have insight on all of this stuff.
Okay, let's have it.
Let's talk about the Oscars.
Do I have time? Can I go through this as quickly as
let's
possible?
do it.
Tom Dreesen, great comedian, opened for Sinatra for 30 years, good friend of mine, talks to Clint Eastwood every day. I can't use his name now that I've said it because I think I may get in trouble. Let's just say I have a friend that knows Clint Eastwood. And I've already just got myself in trouble. But Clint Eastwood is hurt, angry.
He should be.
He's got a lot of emotions going through him, but that's what I'm hearing from the camp. American Sniper. I've seen it 3 times. I've seen it 3 times with packed audiences. Let me tell you that the Obama voters in Chicago never shut up during movies, period. And during this movie, and they narrate it. They tell you what's going to happen. Oh, the door's going to open. Oh, they're going to walk through the door. Will you shut up?
But seriously, Mancow.
No, but let me finish.
Yeah.
American Sniper, you leave. Not a sound. I've never seen anything like it.
Quiet. Love it.
I saw J-Lo's movie last night on the Universal Studios set. And then we saw it at Rayo's after that, the Italian joint here down the street. The movie is just such garbage. I can't even, it's awful. So that's my inside scoop on a few things you're talking about.
American Sniper, and that was trending this week also. Michael Moore and Seth Rogen came out on Twitter and were making some really just crazy thoughts about what the movie was about. And then you had the country stars of the world. This is what's great. Blake Shelton from The Voice comes out and says, these guys are idiots. This is a movie. Forget the movie, but these are heroes that are protecting your right to say stupid stuff. So you have this little Twitter war going on. Clint Eastwood not given an Academy Award nomination. That's really depressing to me because this is this movie grossed in the first weekend $105 million.
Here's what I don't understand, Cal. Here's what I don't get.
Yes.
Okay, dude, I know that my friends who are maybe on the right, and I'd put you in that group, by the way.
No.
Okay, all right, whatever you're comfortable with. I've noticed some of my other friends who are on the right, okay? They want to say American Sniper was snubbed. The movie was nominated 6 times.
You know what?
I understand Clint Eastwood wasn't in the best.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Look, Eastwood's got a lot of stuff. He's an old guy, and you could say, look, he talked to the chair. He made fun of Obama. They're punishing him. Who cares? The movie's great. It's going to be fine. It's made more money than any other Eastwood movie. This thing is kicking all form of booty. I can't say. I could say donkey if I was. Never mind. It's kicking all form of you know what. And look, Eastwood's going to be fine. You're right. This may be much ado about nothing.
So let's talk about some of the other nominated movies. Have you guys seen anything else? I mean,
I want to say, Selma, I thought Tyler Perry as Coretta Scott King was some of the finest acting.
No, you got to.
Can I tell you my idea? I have crazy ideas, and I think these are $1 million ideas. And some of them I can't say on the air. I want to do do you know what a Hershey's Kiss looks like?
I do.
I want to do gourmet tiny Jiffy Pop the size of a Hershey Kiss. That's a new idea. I patented it. I want to feed fish mayonnaise so you have the mayonnaise right in the can. But I want to redo all the Tyler Perry movies with only white people.
Oh, interesting. Well, you know, do these ideas hit you in the middle of the night? You wake up and you write them down real quick?
How would that be? They actually got upset that there was a white Annie recently. What? Madness.
Yeah,
how about we don't judge people by color, we just love each other. And I'd like to love you both right now during the break.
Oh, look at that. Look at Kumbaya with Mancow.
Kumbaya, my lord.
I feel so relaxed. When you guys are here and singing Kumbaya to me, I'm like ready for meditation.
Hall of Famer, Mancow.
Hall of Famer. I know. How fun is this?
It's not true.
Mancow, Brian Whitman.
I lied.
In the same room.
Jennifer Horn.
With me, Jennifer Horn.
No, you are in the Hall of Fame, right?
No, I lied.
He will be.
I bought it.
He will be one day. It is What's Trending Today. Oreos up next on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Did you know that with a bachelor's degree, on average, you can make almost twice as much over a lifetime than a person with just a high school diploma? Yes! According to the U.S. Census Bureau, you can make almost twice as much. Going back to college is now easier than ever. There are select online colleges that provide laptops to their students. In fact, there are thousands of college programs on your laptop. You can go to college anywhere and everywhere right from a laptop. Call My College Laptop and you can find hundreds of programs from accredited colleges and universities nationwide. Start a new career in law enforcement, business, information technology, healthcare, and hundreds of others. Call My College Laptop to find an online college that will provide you with a laptop. In no time at all, you can double your earning potential. Double your earning potential. Call now. 1-800-731-4185. That's 800-731-4185. 800-731-4185.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
The Showroom at South Point presents singer-songwriter Tommy Rowe. Remember? Sweet little Sheila, you'll know her if you see Tommy Rowe, live on stage January 23rd through the 25th. Tickets at the box office, online at southpointcasino.com or charged by phone, 702-797-8055. Tommy Rowe at the South Point.
And jelly tight, you look a little naughty, but you're so polite. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up.
Welcome back. It is What's Trending Today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. What a treat. I'm Jennifer Horn, but I'm like surrounded by greatness.
You are the rose between two thorns.
That's me. Oh, and it rhymes with my last name. I like that. See what you did there. All right, Brian Whitman joining me as usual, and Mancow is in studio with us today. This is so cool.
The cow!
Thank you. I'm not that impressed.
What you don't know, Mancow, is that Brian Whitman is like our fast food, like kind of convenience food expert.
I think connoisseur is the term
you
I
are
prefer.
a connoisseur.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer that.
Do you guys like Oreos?
I do like Oreos.
Yeah. Look, I know where you're going with this, okay, Horn?
Yes,
and leave it alone.
What do you think? What, really?
No, leave it alone.
What? You don't want to talk about the Oreos, the new invention?
What I want to say is, This will blow you. I have an Oreo fact that blew me away as a fast food guy and a guy that was brought up on garbage, a latchkey kid. But let me just say, Oreo is perfection. Leave it alone.
No, we're going to just
Red velvet Oreo.
Red velvet Oreos with cream cheese frosting.
Jennifer, I agree with Mancow, because when you have a perfect concoction, when it is perfect, why in the world, I guess it's
New Coke, anybody?
This is it, right?
New Coke. Leave it alone. Coca-Cola in the glass bottle. And Coke says, no, there's no difference. Don't tell me holding that hourglass bottle in your hand, that glass, the weight of it, the taste of it. And remember when it had cane sugar instead of corn?
Yeah.
And don't tell me that flavor wasn't the most superior cola taste in history, and you don't mess with Oreo. And here's what I want to say, an Oreo fact that'll blow your mind. Now, here's the thing. If we were on for another 10 hours, I would hold this and tease it because nobody will believe what I'm about to tell you about Oreos.
Okay, so this is, that's
exciting.
That's quite
but this is a teaser. This is what Fox does so successfully. Fox News Channel. That's why you sit through there, and then it's, some 2-second video of a penguin tap dancing or something. You're going to say it's not that good. This one is actually it's good, and you'll never forget it.
It's an Oreo factoid.
Okay, you ready?
I want it.
Or should we hold it for an hour?
I don't think we have another
segment.
Okay, here we go. Do you know that Oreos were created to copy Hydrox? Because Hydrox was so successful. Would you have ever guessed that Hydrox was the king?
I would not.
Oreos is a knockoff of Hydrox.
But they're so much better.
And down the street from my condo, in just a few doors down from my condo in Chicago, Twinkle Toes Shoes. They created a cake to get people in. I'm sure you can guess what the cake was.
I can't. Twinkle Toes Shoes?
Twinkies.
Oh,
Twinkies.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at me getting all the brain points over there.
Little banana cakes. They were really banana flavored originally, and I suppose they had some natural something in them originally. But
could they survive nuclear war like the modern day Twinkies?
Come on. Huh. And the Kardashians.
God, what about them? I just read about the second to youngest, Kendall, the supermodel one, who's actually kind of pretty. Of all the sisters, she's kind of pretty.
She's looking like Bruce these days.
What's the one that looks like a Sasquatch?
That's Bruce.
No, isn't that that's the one with Lamar Odom?
No, that's Hedy Lamar.
That's Chloe.
Chloe.
I think Chloe's not so bad. She's gone on a diet. She looks pretty good.
By the way, why must every woman always go to they always do that. My wife does that too. Oh, well, Chloe's not bad. She's hideous. Stop it. And, Angelina Jolie versus Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer's, come on, any guy would take Angelina over Jennifer.
So let me ask you this.
You always have to jump to the defense of these women.
Ginger or Marianne?
Stick together.
Ginger or Marianne?
That's the stupidest question of all time.
Answer it.
Every single man says Marianne.
It's Ginger.
Oh, I wanted to go off the board with Mrs. Howell.
Oh, man.
No, I can't.
You know what? I would give her a night that
she'd never forget.
Well, she'd need a hip. Natalie Schaefer, the great Natalie Schaefer.
What a!
She wasn't bad looking, by the way. Mrs. Howell was actually lovely.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. We're getting ready to leave.
For Marianne, it's Friday, right? For Marianne to feed me a coconut cream pie in a little hut. Oh!
And by the way, how do they have all that stuff? I thought they were marooned. How do they have?
The professor was
You're a maroon. It was a TV show, you moron.
Don't think too much about it.
I would make the thatch roof go up and down. I'm telling you that. Don't come in. The thatch is whatever.
The thatches are rocking.
Ooh, with those girls with the skirts, I'd love to have a weed eater on the island. That's how I would redo it.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you, Mancow. Come back anytime. Brian Whitman, thank you so much. It's Jennifer Horn. Wishing you all a great weekend. It's What's Trending Today on CRN.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. And you can listen to us on nearly any